From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update.
From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander with your Daybreak Drive-In for Wednesday, October 2nd. Pay bumps for poll workers, the running mates debate, and the Pacers tip-off training camp next.
Let your imagination soar with Audible. With stories across every genre, from expert advice to fantasy, you'll be inspired to imagine new worlds, possibilities, and ways of thinking. Listening can even lead to a positive change in your mood, habits, and overall well-being. As an Audible member, you'll get to choose one title a month to keep from their entire catalog, including bestsellers and new releases. Allow yourself to delve into the spooky this season by listening to classics like Stephen King's The Shining and Pet Sematary. There's more to imagine when you listen. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500. That's audible.com/imagine or text imagine to 500-500.
Grim work is underway in Jasper County, where investigators are working to find out if bone fragments are those of children. Sheriff and coroner say someone confessed to killing 2 of their children and burning their bodies. Cadaver dogs searched the property and led deputies to the fragments. A specialist in Indianapolis is examining them to see if they're human or animal. Poll workers are poised to get more pay in Indianapolis. A city-county council committee approved the plan to bump rates in an effort to get more people to work the polls and other election jobs. Election day inspectors would get $240 instead of $200. Clerks would jump to $180 from $100. Absentee voter board workers would get hourly increases. Next step, approval by the full council. In the debate between candidates for vice president, J.D. Vance and Tim Walz focused on the bulk of their attacks, not on one another, but those at the top of the tickets. The tone was congenial in comparison to the rhetoric marking the rest of the race. Walz promised steady leadership under Kamala Harris. Vance pledged to return to peace through strength if Donald Trump is returned to the White House. President Biden is set to visit North Carolina today to get an in-person look at the hurricane recovery efforts. Authorities now say 160 people are known to have died because of the storm. Indiana Task Force 1 has worked the last 2 days in the state in what leaders describe as challenging, uneven terrain. 26 Red Cross volunteers from Indiana are joining the effort in the South today. Training camp is underway for the Indiana Pacers. First assignment Monday was to face cameras and questions for Media Day. Good stuff then started yesterday with first workouts ahead of the preseason opener next Tuesday in Atlanta. Colts have suffered another injury blow. Defensive end Tyquan Lewis is on injured reserve, meaning he'll miss at least 4 games. He's the third starter on the defensive line alone to go on IR already this season.
Worried about letting someone else pick out the perfect avocado for your perfect impress-them-on-the-third-date guacamole? Well, good thing Instacart shoppers are as picky as you are. They find ripe avocados like it's their guac on the line. They are milk expiration date detectives. They bag eggs like the 12 precious pieces of cargo they are. So let Instacart shoppers overthink your groceries so that you can overthink what you'll wear on that third date. Download the Instacart app today to get free delivery on your first 3 orders, while supplies last. Minimum $10 per order. Additional terms apply.
Sunny and beautiful afternoon ahead with a high of 70. From Wish TV, I'm Scott Sander. Be sure to like and subscribe for your daily news updates from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the Daybreak Drive-In Podcast with Wish TV's Scott Sander. A Wish TV News 8 update on demand for even more on demand and on the go. Connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.